A good musician always tunes their instrument before practicing or performing. On one hand, too much tension on a violin string and the pitch is sharp. On the other hand, if it is too slack, then the pitch is flat. Either way, if the strings of the instrument are not held in proper tension or held in tune, the music that will be played on it will sound really bad. Christmas is a season dedicated to tuning our hearts to the greatest joy of a good and healthy tension of the reality of how set apart God is and how near He is to us. Psalm 113 describes God as both transcendent and immanent. Transcendent is a word that sums up how big, mighty, and grand God is. That He is all-powerful, all-knowing, all-present. He is everywhere. He is holy and all-consuming fire. Anything and anyone who is not perfectly holy will be consumed by the terrible might of His perfectness. That is a scary thing. Immanence is a word that sums up how near and intimate God is with us. Psalm 139 explains that He knows our thoughts before we do. He knows how many weeks, days, hours, and minutes the span of our life will be. And He cares for every single moment. If we are honest about these two truths, we have to admit that our majestic and holy Creator is to be feared. His might and holiness are terrible, but He is the God who comes near. The beautifully terrifying God of the universe bends low as a loving Father, making Himself knowable and relatable with the incarnation of His Son, Jesus Christ. Incarnation, God in the flesh. Jesus said in John 14, "If you have seen me, you have seen the Father." You have seen His kindness, His caring and welcoming spirit, which is shown not just to the lovely and pious of this world, but the broken, abused, downtrodden sinners. He comes to show loving kindness to those who have rebelled against Him. We tend to walk around with these truths out of tune in our hearts. We want to worship God, but feel unworthy to do so. And we are. Except that Jesus has made a way for us because He took our sin and punishment on Himself and gave us His righteousness. Christmas is a great reminder to bring this all back into healthy tension. Bring it back into tune. Spurgeon said, "Man is like a harp unstrung, and the music of his soul's living strings is discordant. His whole nature wails with sorrow. But the Son of David," that's Jesus, "that mighty harpist, has come to restore the harmony of humanity, and where His gracious fingers move among the strings, the touch of the fingers of an incarnate God brings forth music, sweet as that of the spheres, and melody rich as an angel's song." When we have God's transcendence and His immanence in healthy tension, our hearts are properly tuned to live lives of worship. Worship that possesses a reverent fear of mighty God while being peacefully at rest in His tender nearness and care. So this Christmas we pray and sing, "Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy praise." Merry Christmas.